Evergreen, this is Mary.
My name is Amanda, and I was just calling to see if I could get some information on who regulates the companies that use your aircraft.
Well, if every airline in the country has to use and be regulated by the FAA.
Right, that's exactly what I thought.
The law.
Yeah, exactly. I called them, and I spoke with at their main headquarters, and they told me that they are not PA that regulates any type of emission or any type of aircraft, really. So are y'all involved with the EPA regulating you too, or do they work together?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, so the FAA regulates Evergreen, is that what you're telling me? So I can just go back to them?
Regulates every single airline in this United States.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling the ITD service desk. If you're calling because you've locked your account, please press 1. Otherwise, stay on the line for the next available agent.
Agent.
Hello? Oh.
ITD Help Desk, Tom speaking.
Hi, yes, I just called there a couple minutes ago, and you were trying to connect, I don't know if it was you, but they were trying to connect me with someone that could give me information on permits and regulations and stuff, just general information about Brookhaven.
Yeah. I don't think there's really any other numbers.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you connected me to, it just kept saying, what department are you looking for? And then it would give a beep, and I would say general information, and it would say that's not a department. So you connected me to a machine that actually needs an audible, something code for me to put in to get to the next person.
Yeah, I mean, we work, we're not fully attached to the lab, so it's really just...
Is this the Department of Energy?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're the Department of Energy. Is there someone that I can speak to, I guess, outside of Brookhaven Labs about persistent contrails or aerosol dispersal, into the atmosphere, or any of those type of programs, weather modification?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, like I said, we really just take the incoming calls from separate departments. So I wouldn't even really be sure as far as that goes. I mean, there might be some email links you could possibly email someone for information. I'm not 100% sure.
There's no like phone number for the entire Department of Energy in the United States of America that can answer a general information question about programs that you may or may not have going on involving the atmosphere. I don't understand. I don't see why you don't have someone I can speak with.
Because we only take incoming calls. We don't really dial out to any departments. So
well, what do you take the incoming calls for?
It's like I said, it's really just one way. It comes in, and then I could transfer to the main thing that you were sent to. That's really basically the only thing I can transfer you to. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so if you can only transfer me to that, what do I say when it beeps, when it says what department I'm looking for?
You could try maybe human resources or some way like that. Maybe they can point you in a different direction.
I have a public affairs number.
I don't think we do. I don't know.
The Department of Energy doesn't have a public affairs department?
Ma'am, I work. I work as a contractor and off to the side with computer concerns. So I wouldn't know where to send you for public affairs as far as that goes.
Okay, so again, I guess since you can only connect me to that, what is the code word that I put in when you connect me?
I mean, you could try human resources, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe they can point you in a better direction.
Sure. Okay, I'll go ahead and say that.
Want me to transfer you over?
Sure, thank you.
Welcome to Brookhaven National Laboratory. Please speak the name of the person or department that you'd like to connect to.
Human resources.
Please hold while I transfer you to Human Resources.
You've reached the Human Resources Department at Brookhaven National Laboratory. Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Hello?
Dr. Halthori?
Speaking.
Yes, it's me, Amanda. I never received your email about who gives out the permits. And I just got off the phone with Evergreen. I don't know if you're familiar with that airliner, but working for the FAA.
No, I'm not familiar. Is that one of the
smaller airlines?
I don't know if they're smaller. They're more nefarious. But anyways, I just got off the phone with them, and they actually said that the FAA regulates all aircraft in the United States, and they said it several times. And the EPA is saying the same thing. So I guess, I mean...
Okay, so there are a couple of things. The depends on how you, what you mean. Okay, let me clarify some. There is a fine... It depends on how you ask the question. Now, you say, if you say who regulates the aircraft, it is FAA. If you ask who regulates the emissions.
Yeah, did you ever find out about the 3,000 feet?
I'm almost 100% sure it's EPA throughout the atmosphere. And any emission of any kind, anywhere, it's EPA. I'm just going to, I haven't really found a conclusive or a definitive answer to that, so I'm still looking.
Yeah, what about with the U.S. Department of Energy? Do you work alongside of them with regulation?
Oh, DOE doesn't do any regulation for emissions. In fact, in my old life, I used to work for the very same branch that your friend sent an email about the Brookhaven lab.
Right.
I used to work there a long time ago.
You worked at Brookhaven?
Yes. Yes.
What? If you don't mind me asking, what years did you work there? I'm just curious.
It was 95 to 2000.
Okay. And so did you work on any of the aerosol projects that they had there?
Yes. In fact, I worked on what is called the Atmospheric Radiation Measurement Program. ARM program. It's a class.
Right, I'm very familiar with the ARM program, yes.
Are you?
Yes, I am, because I research you guys. I research you behind your back. I put your name in there, and I read all your papers. In fact, I found a chemtrails PDF that you and several of your friends contributed to, and I thought it was very interesting. That's why I always come to you, because you're so knowledgeable about this particular issue.
Well,
if you weren't so nice, I think you were doing it yourself.
I'm flattered and... thank you, but I don't think I ever worked on chemtrails as such.
Chemtrail PDF, yep, I found it online. It's a government document, and it has your name on it as a contributing. I'll send it to you. I always post it online, too, for everyone to see, but most people aren't really so interested in,
You send it to me. I'd be curious to see what it is.
Right.
So, Brookhaven Lab works as with all the other laboratories of the Department of Energy. These are branches, you could say, of the government DOE, but they are semi-government. They are managed by private entities for the government. They're contractors.
Yeah.
They're contractors. They're not directly civil servants, the employees there.
Right. So what would make you leave there? Did you work at NASA after Brookhaven?
I worked at NASA before Brookhaven, and then I went to Brookhaven. And then from Brookhaven, I came and worked at Washington for the Naval Research Lab.
Right.
And then I worked for NASA headquarters for a few years. And
right. So you're definitely the person that I want to talk to. Were you able to check? Were you able to check me out online and any of my stuff?
You mean as far as?
As far as like my Facebook post or like any of my information that I've
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Okay.
I have not. I'm sorry. I do. I think somewhere there was a blog. I think you have. And,
yeah.
That's all I've seen. I think you put my photograph there.
Yes, I put your photograph up for everyone to see what you look like. Yeah, because I want to put a name with a face. But honestly, I really do appreciate you talking to me. I just know that you might be so far into this that you can't help me. If that's a realistic view of this, I'd understand.
No, there is no such thing. I want to convey to you that we're all after the truth, aren't we?
Right.
I do see what you're getting at, and I do see that in a democracy, this kind of thing is important. I'm not at all concerned or offended or anything of that sort by your questions. So So
okay.
I just want to make sure that we are all after the truth. And
right.
So there is nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to, if I may be so bold as to say that because I know a little bit about the subject, I might say I'll be, to educate people. That's the goal here. And if after that, if there is something going on that even I might not know, well, there are people like you who would dig it up. So I'm, this is our country is a free country, and we are all after the same thing.
Right.
And it's nothing personal here. We're all after the same thing.
Right. Okay, so you're gonna investigate on the 3,000.
I'm almost certain that it is EPA which is responsible for regulating emissions at any level in the atmosphere, because I think they regulate at the source, which is if aircraft give out some amount of gases, then FAA and EPA both have come to an agreement. See, aircraft are a special case.
Yeah.
The special case because they are the safety is paramount. Safety is the main thing. In case of a car, any surface automobile, the emissions are more. EPA has more of a say in what they emit. For aircraft, FAA has a say in the matter. How much you can regulate, how much what kind of rules have to be applied.
Right. Who regulates Brookhaven? Since you work there, you would know.
Oh, no, I mean it's a contractor for DOE.
Yeah, so the DOE
laboratory. Yeah, it's a Department of Energy laboratory. You can go there and take a look if you want. Anybody can go in and take a look.
Yeah.
It's an open. They have a high energy accelerator. Underground. They have a 2-mile circumference accelerator where they accelerate heavy ions. It's called a relative ion collider, RIC.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to jog around the thing there when we were there. We used to around. It's a beautiful place inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, did you ever find out who gives the permits for the weather modification?
You mean which one are we talking about now?
Just any weather modification, whether it be like cloud seeding. Did you find out?
So cloud seeding is done, as I said. It's cloud seeding is a common practice whenever all governments try to do that when they're desperate to get some rain in a certain area.
Right.
These are used. They use silver iodide and other and dry ice, carbon dioxide, to initiate rain. And this is this has been done for more than 40 years, as I mentioned in the email. The facts are out there. Nobody's hiding anything there.
But you didn't find out who gives the permits, or you did, or you're still looking at it?
The permits are always So the permits for silver iodide would be at the source, which is when they manufacture silver iodide for cloud seeding purposes, then they will have to get license to do that.
Right.
And whoever monitors that license, I guess, I would guess that it would be EPA, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Dr. Heltori, I have to go. Is there any way that I'll be able to? Can you send me an email when you get this information for me, or get some new information?
You mean about 3,000 feet?
Yes, above 3,000 feet.
About 3,000 feet.
Yep.
Let me. As soon as I get the information, I'll send it to you.
Thank you, and thank you so much for always being so nice to me and polite.
No
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.